All right, hello guys. This is the premiere podcast again. I am joined today by Reagan,
What's up, guys?
and we're just gonna get right into it. He's had some. He had last season. What did you go? 4-12,
Worse.
worse. But
That was horrible.
but there were a lot of tight games in there. We saw you compete with Ty. We saw because you stream every game. I catch the streams when they're up. You're in a lot of tough games. Going into this season, what are you trying to do better so that you're not awful? I guess. Yo.
You gotta try not to throw interceptions because that's my downfall. I turn over the ball, I lose,
Mm,
and I have a lot of turnovers,
mm,
and I don't get enough.
mm. Yeah, PMT said the same thing. So why do you guys throw interceptions so much? Do you think are you not okay with punting the ball? Like, is it third down where you throw a lot, or you just force passes that you don't see?
I just force passes.
Mm,
I definitely force passes.
mm.
I'm not using Hopkins like I should, but that's why I'm just gonna get rid of him because I'm not really using him.
Yeah, I feel you.
Nobody wants to pay.
No, listen, because you're trying to be out here robbing people blind, and
I'm not wrong. I actually have a good offer, but I don't want to send it to him.
oh well, feel
He
free to
offered
send
it to me yesterday. Huh?
This sounds like rain. What do you offer you?
No, it's not Rain. It's actually John. I just don't want to set him in my division because I don't really. Well, actually, now I might have a corner that I can play him, but just didn't have a corner because Texans start off stock terrible for corners.
Yeah, they do. They're pretty bad at corner. Corner no line.
Corner and offensive line, horrible.
They're pretty shitty there. Um, but yeah, so you had a very good draft actually. I saw. What did you think of your draft picks? I saw a couple. You had a couple 80s, didn't you? A linebacker. I believe.
I got a corner which I didn't think was gonna be there
Yeah, the
because
corners.
I was looking at linebackers and then I was like, oh, let me see if that corner's there, and he was there. So yeah, I think he was probably the best corner in the draft. So I took him. And then the second pick, I really wasn't sure because the people I had, actually that 98 throw power QB I was going to take, even though I traded for Garoppolo. I was going to take that QB, but he was gone like 3 picks before me.
Mhm.
So I went with the highest rated linebacker. I figured I can throw him on the line because I have Willis and Clowney on the line. I could just put Clowney back at linebacker
Mm,
and just that rookie.
mm.
So,
It's probably a good idea. Yeah, gotta let the young guys play. You got to get that XP.
yeah, that's the only way they get better now.
Mm.
Just let them sit and get XP and, you know, go up in speed or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Completely different game now, developing.
So I remember you saying something in the group chat. You said that this was the cheesiest you had seen premiere. Who were you talking about, and what exactly do you? Or do you still feel that?
Well, what I mean is, it's like there's these money plays, right? Everybody runs these money plays, and you have some, but yours might be different than other people. But there's a lot of guys running the same shit, and
I know
that's what I
what you're
call it.
talking about.
You know what I mean? It's the
Mm-hmm.
PA crosses, the zone runs, inside zones that they just bounce it outside. It's just those cheesy. I don't know. That's what I consider cheese. Just running the same shit everybody else does. It's like you don't see that in NFL. You see, I mean, yeah, you do, but they have different variations to that play.
Mm-hmm.
You might copy, some plays, but a sweep is a sweep. But when you're doing it, when you're flipping it and you're motioning it, somebody out there, and that's what they're doing. And I mean, I haven't played mutt since the first month, but sure, whatever they're doing in mutt, that's what I'm seeing a lot of in the league.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hot shit right now, I guess.
I would tend to agree with you, but what shocked me actually watching the playoff games was that a lot of people played a very different game, and I was actually kind of happy about that. Like, I didn't see a lot of people run the same shit a lot. Like,
No,
yeah,
Because
Brandon,
you have
Rain, Gutta. Yeah,
good users know how to beat that shit.
that's true too. That's a good point. Yeah.
You know, they're expecting. They know because they know it themselves. They know what the cheese plays are, so they know not all the cheese plays, but they know what cheesy players use. So if you need that third down play, you know, I'm gonna use this cheese to get it. Maybe I'll catch them off guard, but you know, a good user, they'll just user pick that.
Yeah.
But what they know what to look for.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah, I can kind of see what you mean. I mean, there's some. Yeah, I'm not going to name names, but yeah, I agree with you there. There's definitely. I wouldn't say. I don't want to say the cheesiest I've ever seen it because that done year still, by the way, hurts. But when he just threw just straight up deep balls every play,
He had 6 plays.
yeah, that what I would say. I would say that was the cheesiest I've ever seen Premier
Yeah.
because that was legitimately unstoppable. I mean, it was stoppable. I probably would be able to stop it now, but back then, I had no chance.
Yeah, but the game didn't let you stop it
That's also true.
either. The aggressive catch and all that. That was new at that point, wasn't it?
No, aggressive catch was new when Bailu tried to use it.
That was the year before when
That was the year
he made
before. This wasn't even aggressive catch. It was just straight up like it just beats every zone, every man. Well, didn't beat man that well. I probably should have played man a lot more. It was just
if
run
you
deep.
had the right personnel.
Yeah, but just run deep, throw it up. You know.
Yep.
He just outruns him every time. This isn't quite as bad, I would say, but anyway, moving on. So as everyone knows, you once were a commish. Oh, what was your breaking news? You said you.
My breaking news. I am a commish.
All right, you are a commish. How did that happen? Are you back in? Did anyone step down? Is there 6 of you guys now? What's the situation with that?
There's 6 of us, and I've been a commish since I think week 3 or 4 last season.
You've just been working under the scenes.
Yeah, I just been sitting back and just talking shit about the commissioners in the chat. And being an undercover commish, really. But yeah, I've been a commish, so Juan talking shit, PMT talking shit, saying I don't have any power or some shit. I do, I have, but I never really used it like before. Maybe the first year I might have used it a little bit too much, but no, I don't. I'm not gonna kick people for talking shit. It's a fucking chat.
Interesting. Well, this is improvement. We're getting somewhere here. This is like a new age. I'm proud of you. You know.
It's been the same shit for the last 2 Maddens.
That's actually a good. Well, I mean, did kick Juan. I forget what he said. He said something.
No, Juan's just a. I'm not gonna say a master troll. He's always just trolling all kinds of shit, and sometimes quit your fucking trolling and you bitching. Just enough.
It's fair enough, but I mean, I agree with that. But no, this is interesting. So, why do you like being a commish? I mean, you stepped down for a little bit. Well, first off, why originally did you step down in the first place?
Why did I step down? Well, I had some stuff going on and didn't like where the league was going.
What about it? What did you not like?
Well, there was an addition made, and I was against it, as everyone knows already. But he proved to be, not the person he once was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use his name. I'll use Brandon. That's fine. He doesn't want to use my name, but I don't care. But yeah, I mean, he was an issue before, and now he's not an issue. So he proved me wrong. So
that's good. I'm proud of you.
That's it.
This is touching my heart right now. So,
well, I always speak the truth. I'm just not going to go on a freaking, big ass message rant about it.
Fair enough.
Some people read paragraphs in the chat,
So why do you like being a commish? I mean, you've been doing it for a couple months now. You obviously like kind of helping lead the league. What about it do you enjoy?
Just having fun, really. That's it. just to make sure it's a good league and everybody's having fun and it's fair from the top users to the bottom users. I'm a bottom feeder this year, so I wasn't there when they made the new rule about what was the controversy this year? What were you talking about this earlier last year?
Same defensive play back to back. That was my issue.
Yeah, but you didn't read the rules, so you could have done it under 2 minutes, which I get your point, but there's under 2 minute rules for hurry up, for no huddle. So it's kind of the same thing. There's no way we could see if it's back to back when it's a no huddle. So if you're in the same defense, you're in the same defense. So why not be able to just do it and call it back to back under 2 minutes?
Yeah, that was well, here's what, okay, so if we're going to get into this, here is,
minute, that's it.
Here's my personal issue with that. It had nothing to do actually with losing the game. It was more like, so I'm playing fucking midnight. This is the only time Ty can play, and I'm fucking tired of shit, right? So I literally debate. I'm like, I could break this rule and win the game, but I don't know the entire rule, and I didn't know where to find it. And it was more like out of respect, I'm not going to go on this game that people are watching and just, break this rule. What is that out? You there?
Yeah, I couldn't hear any of what you just said.
Okay, so back to the situation. I was just painting the picture of the situation. So basically, I'm playing Ty. It's midnight. Tired of shit. And so I'm up 5, and I'm like, I know what he's gonna run. He's gonna run PA crossers. Because I'd already run cover 3 from $1. I wanted to keep all the defensive backs out there because I knew crossers, if you run them and your guys are slower and you have a bunch of linebackers, it won't work, yada yada. And so I ran a different defense, knowing damn well it could be beat, but it was more like if I lose, then fine, but I'm going to do this out of respect for the league, yada yada, right? Which I didn't.
Yep.
It was early in the year. If it was a playoff game, I probably would have just been like, fuck it. But it was early in the year. I was like, okay, it's fine. And then the first thing I see was a commish saying he should have just run the same defense again. And I was like, bro, what? What?
Yeah.
I was like, you're the one who posted the rule. Like, and I know I didn't read it, but it wasn't posted. I couldn't find the thing. I'm not going to look in the heat of the moment, pause the game, and be like, yo, can I look up this rule? Because it wasn't that serious to me at the time. But I also was when it was originally posted, I caused a big ass scene about it because I tend to do that sometimes when I feel like, you know this. We've had our discussions.
Yep.
If I feel like something's wrong, I will cause a big scene about it just so everyone knows where I stand, so that if it becomes an issue again, it's not like I'm changing up. See, but I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Speaking of changing up, but that's like everyone knows exactly where I stand on it. And so for real to come out and be like, oh, you should have run it. And I was like, bro, it's your fucking rule. Then I just got mad. Then I was like, all right, you know what? We just need to get this rule up out of here. Or I'm just going to cause a big scene, yada, yada, yada. And so for the next day or and a half, I was just like, whatever. I'm just going to keep bullshit talking about it. But you guys didn't change it, so it didn't work. But the hope was there. Real was like, we need to make a podcast right now about the rule. And I was like, no, fuck, no. What the fuck? No, I'm busy, but I'm still gonna bitch about it because you're the one who made it a problem. Had I just lost the game, I would have never brought it up. I would have been like, okay, I lost, whatever.
Yeah,
lucky way to lose. But then for the person who said it to be a commish was like, yo.
Yeah, he threw some gasoline on there.
Like, bro, come on.
Yep.
And it's 1 a.m. now, and I'm just like, I'm so now I'm mad because like, what the fuck. But it's whatever. This was back when I couldn't stop crosses as well, and I knew that shit was coming.
Well, the thing about the rules in the league, if you break them versus somebody, if they complain about it, that's the only time commissioners are going to take an issue with it.
Yeah.
So, for everybody out there, if you're playing somebody and you stream, the other person has to make the complaint. We need a formal complaint saying, hey, this is what he did. This is a situation. Here's the video. Send it to the commissioners, and we'll handle it. That's it. We're not going to be watching a video and be like, okay, oh, he broke a rule right there. Let's whatever the thing is, whatever the penalty will be, give it to you because we saw it. No, the other guy has to complain. If he doesn't like it, he's got to know the rules too. So if he files a complaint, that's when the commissioners get involved. I don't think the commissioners get involved. If you guys are playing it and you guys are going to both break the rule, then both break the rule. It's your game. But if he wants to file a complaint, then we get involved. That's how I look at it.
Everything you're saying is right, but I feel like I feel like a couple of things. If you're like a me or a Brandon or a Rain, then you know that every time. First off, not a Rain, because if you know that couple of things. You know if you beat Rain, he's gonna complain. You know if you beat Ramp, he's going to complain because they're good users and they're not used to losing. So they're going to look for anything they can to try to say you cheated. And that's why we have the tie rule now as it stands. That's why that happened. So, and also being on this, I feel like there's a responsibility. I can't break any rules. I'm under a bird's eye view. You know what I mean? If I were to do it, it's a if I were to do anything that was considered cheaty or cheating or whatever, then it's, and rightfully so, I deserve to get called out because I'm the one who's always like cheesy. There's other guys, Juan, can get away with it a little bit more.
But it's funny you call it the tie rule. It's actually probably more a done rule. This is probably something we wanted to put in like when he was still in our league. So it's not really a tie rule. It's just been every season we're like, all right, let's add it. No, let's work on it a little bit more, and then we forget about it, and then somebody does it again, and we talk about it, and then it goes away. And everybody, we didn't have to put that rule because there hasn't been users that are doing that shit, running back to back. We haven't had those people. So this year, I guess it happened to Prod, and Prod pushed it a little bit more. And it happened to me. And when it happened to me, that's when they really started, and I wasn't there at the time when I played tie. I wasn't in there at the time. So they started looking at it some more. And then when I joined, actually, I was there when they did write the rule. I forgot. I was there. I actually might have wrote it, to tell you the truth.
No, you did. Prod told me that. He told me not to tell anybody. But since you're just telling people.
Yeah.
That's a journal.
Well, they asked me to write it. This is what we want to do. All right, I wrote it. I'm like, this sound good? Everybody's like, okay.
Oh, the whole time, by the way, I knew I knew that you made the rule. I knew that you were a commiss this entire time. But But like I was just bitching the made it a problem for me. So I was like, fuck you. And then Gutta started getting, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it with it. Like, what the fuck? Like, take the rule off, even though I knew they weren't gonna do it. And even
but I didn't introduce the rule. Put it that way. I did not introduce the rule when I came back. That was already being worked on. I basically, okay, this is what you guys are talking about. This is what you guys want to do. All right, here it is. Does this look good to put in the rule book? Okay.
So it's like, yes, immediately.
Yeah.
And I want to make it clear, the offensive part of that rule is perfect. I just think defense is kind of tough sometimes. But with 2 minutes, that's a good. Defense is kind of – because if you get in a passing situation and you're up a certain amount and then they're only going to throw it, and then you have like one or two really good pass defenses that can stop the crossers bullshit.
Yep.
It becomes like a situation. You know what I mean? That's the only time. But throughout the game, I have no problem with the rule, to be honest with you. Is just annoyed of who said like that was the biggest thing about it, and I wanted to explain. I forgot to explain that to him when he was on the podcast, but hopefully he learned. But anyway, who do you right now? So, do you like the direction the league is going? First off,
yeah, it's a lot more competitive. A lot more competitive.
Did you watch the playoff games? How did you enjoy that? Because I thought the playoffs this might have been the best Premier playoffs. Just the competition, every game.
I only watched a little bit of each game. I did catch the end of the Super Bowl though, so congrats on that, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. We're being humble.
and that was a tough loss for Gutter. It was so close.
I felt for him because I lost in a similar way to Brandon in the Super Bowl in Elite. And so I just was like, oh man, that shit had to hurt. And he was like, yeah, that fucking sucked. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it was right there, knocking on the doorstep. I'm sure, no timeouts, clock running, and he's just in his audibles. Okay, what am I doing?
Yeah. And it was
not much time to switch, so he only had a couple options.
When he hit the ground, the first thing I looked at was the clock. I was like, shit, he's not gonna have time. I was hoping he hit the no huddle button, but he didn't. And then I was like, fuck. And then I stopped for a minute and thought, and I was like, if I just pick a play real quick, he won't have time.
Yeah.
When he got that shit off, I was scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, oh, he's about to win this fucking game.
But yeah, no, he threw it into a big crowd. He couldn't get through.
Yeah, just luck. I mean, honestly, that was just a. It's funny because people get squeamish when admitting this. To beat the players in this league, you need to be lucky. Period. I don't know why people are so opposed to it. They're like, oh, I wasn't lucky. Yes, you were. There's no differential. Every single game is like, every one to me. I'd say a game with about 80-90% of the guys is like a 1-possession, 2-possession game. Unless someone starts turning the ball over. But just like the skill, the talent gap isn't there. It's more like it's like occasional mental gaffes that really is what separates people.
Situations. Converting on certain situations.
Yeah, and this game is all about situations. It's all about the red zone. It's all about can you get a stop in the red zone? Do you fumble the ball? Are you throwing interceptions? Do you punt? It's hard to go 80 yards on anyone this year. It's not easy.
No.
It's a whole and I actually think give Madden some credit. They make it feel like a real football game to some degree. They're trying to get you to play the long game. Whether you want to do it or not. And if you don't want to do it, you're going to throw 3 picks and you're going to lose. It's just how it is. So this year, what are your expectations for yourself and your team there? The Texans made some adjustments. What do you think you're going to do?
Be at least 500. That's just improve on last season. If I can make playoffs, and it's a tough division. You got to beat. I got to split with at least with GGA and Ty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can beat them twice, but if I can at least split with them, it gives me a chance.
Yeah.
But
John is slowly dissented, so there you go. I mean, he's just tearing his team apart. So.
Nah, his team's still good, and he's a good user.
That Davis Adoree trade was just
I didn't understand. I actually know why John did that because he didn't want to sign those players because he does trade his players. When their contracts come up, which I do too.
Okay. I get it.
But yeah,
but those guys were good.
They were. He could have paid one of them.
Yeah.
What did he get? Oh, he got Miles Jack.
Yeah, he got a linebacker.
Yeah, I actually had him last Madden, and I got him. I think I got him from Nard, and he didn't do that great for me. He was all right.
He's a linebacker. No, that's what they do. Not much of anything.
Not much.
He's not strong. Sorry.
Said he's not strong enough.
Yeah, he's not, and I mean, I guess he can get you some picks, but this league again is too good to just throw computers picks too many times.
Yeah. Yep.
So his impact kind of is. That's why, to me, I've been a long proponent of corners. Safeties are crucial this year. Oh my gosh.
But they're easy to develop this year too.
That's also true. I haven't drafted one, so I don't know. All my guys are always old heads, but yeah, it's a good point. So,
What else you got?
who is your favorite in the AFC this year?
AFC. Let me look at it real quick and see who it actually is in the AFC. I mean, you're up there. Rain, Brandon. Hold on. I can edit this part out for. Yeah, it's taking forever. I don't know. Miles will do something too. You're gonna have some competition with Miles in there.
Mm-hmm.
So he got his team right.
Got his team right.
Oh,
Interesting.
Nido's freaking Nido, whatever he did to his team.
Naito did kind of kill that team.
Say that again?
Naito did kind of kill that team. I can't really say, it happens. But trying to think. So NFC favorites, who do you have in that conference? Just getting everyone's opinion on these picks.
Do you want my playoff teams?
Shoot.
My
Yeah.
playoff teams will probably be Miles, you, Brandon. Don't know much about Jake. He killed me with his little user blitz, but I don't know if he likes his team yet. He's already talking about playing all his young guys and stuff, so but he could be pretty good, I think. Rain, GGA, and maybe Ty if he can get his if Fournette doesn't get hurt, which he probably will again. But
He probably will.
But that's why he got Cook. He needed a good backup, and I guess that wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't. I mean, Fournette's a glitch.
He is. He plays just like real life. When he plays, he's good.
That's true. Maybe I'd say Saquon glitch. But yeah, NFC real quick. Who you got over there?
NFC, Nard, Gutta, Juan. I think Gutta's going to be back in the Super Bowl. I don't know if you've looked at his team, but it's.
I know. I play. Yeah, I've seen.
I looked at it.
Fucking stacked.
It's stacked at every position. I'm like, this is like a team that you should have in year 5.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't think.
He's got 295 overall D tackles and then 297 at least overall linebackers. So you can't really run on him. He's still got Trufant. So you can't really throw on him.
You got 88 overall backup linebackers.
The Falcons are ridiculous, man.
His starting lineup is 88 and above.
Yeah.
At every position except maybe some O-line spots, but he'll trade his next year first for some O-line probably. That's what he'll do.
And with no Sky in there, PMT podcast said he was going to step up, but that division, if they just let him go 6-0, it's a first round bye.
Yeah, I think he's going to win that division.
Yeah,
he might. Who knows? The new Saints guy, maybe. Well, this is the year. He's got it. He's got his players.
God,
how his players. Whatever, we'll see.
That's some man. Scott, that team was loaded too. Got torn apart.
What?
That team was absolutely stacked. But anyway, any other lasting things you want to say to the league? Yada yada. News, notes.
No, I see a lot of talk about betting and stuff. So if I already proposed something to the commissions, and if it gets, we might have like a game of the week for betting. It'll involve. Well, I'm not going to get into it, but it's going to be something surrounding a game of the week. You pick the score. You pick the total score. You will get a reward. So it might only happen, maybe 4 times, a season. I was pushing to get it done for the Super Bowl, but that kind of happened a little too quick. So, but yeah, I'm thinking it might happen before week 4, maybe every 4 weeks. We'll do something like that. So,
That'd be awesome. So wait, what do the players get? The ones in the game? I'm not interested in all of this. So like, oh, he dropped again. This was the last question anyway. I just wanted to know like more details on it. Like, what do you mean? Do the players who are in it get something too?
no, it's not going to be with the players in it. That'd be a little tampering. So,
So you guys making lines, like betting lines?
nope, just guess the right score.
Got you.
Guess the right score. I don't know if it's going to be the right score or the total score, closest to the total score of the game. So 21-20, you pick 41.
Oh, got you. Okay. That makes sense.
Because I mean, we could do lines and stuff, but I don't want to get into that. Just pick the winner or pick the. Well, you pick the winner and the total score.
Got you.
But yeah, rewards. We got the rewards. We're just gonna try to. I got to look at the schedule for the next 3 weeks and see if we could pick a game of the week to do it for. So we'll try it out once and see what happens and kind of go from there. If we try it at all.
Got you.
But I'm trying to push that through because I think it would be fun.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
cool.
different.
That'd be awesome. I see you do it. All right. Well, thank you, Reagan. Hopefully you enjoyed being here. We enjoyed having you, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta get back to work because this is during work time.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. We have another interview. I think Miles and Dom is going to be the last one that we have. And I just hope you guys wish you good luck in week 1 and have a good one.
Later, guys.